legacy lifeguard with Lifeguarding Legacies. I'm answering a series of questions that are kind of the most common questions I get asked as an estate planning attorney. And the next question is, besides the will and trust, what else is included in a comprehensive estate plan? Well, first is the financial power of attorney. It's often called a general durable power of attorney. And that document allows the person that you designate to act as your agent for all financial matters if you reach a place of incapacity. So this means while you're alive, if you either have maybe a late onset dementia or you are otherwise in the hospital and unable to make financial decisions, or let's say you disappear for more than 30 days, this person could then act on your behalf to do everything under the sun that legally you can do financially: buy and sell property, hold property, invest, manage accounts, pay bills, all of those kinds of things that you would want an agent to be able to do on your behalf. It's important to note that this person is required to act as your agent, not on their own behalf. And all of my documents have very stern warnings at the beginning about that very high fiduciary responsibility that they're undertaking as your power of attorney. It used to be that people would take advantage of people a lot with powers of attorney. So these have really developed to make sure that the language in them is worded in such a way that it really is admonishes people to make sure they're really acting as the agent for you. The next one is the healthcare power of attorney. And this is the same kind of a situation. You've reached a place of incapacity. Usually you're hospitalized or you've lost mental capacity through health means. And this is the person that will make healthcare decisions on your behalf. So they might be deciding whether you receive a hip surgery or whether you should take certain medications when you no longer can make those decisions. Now, as long as you can make those decisions, the healthcare power of attorney isn't in place. But the healthcare agent also does some other decisions. During your lifetime, they can also, you can give them the authority to take care of mental health concerns and even drug and alcohol rehabilitation. Once you pass, your healthcare power of attorney is very often the one who will make the arrangements for organ donations, burial, cremation, and even the memorial plan. And all of that can be set up in the documents as well with those plans. The next document that's included along with a will or a trust is a living will. And people often think this is the same thing as the will, and it's not. In many states, the living will is called the Advanced Healthcare Directive, and it's the document that deals with those end-of-life decisions that are very difficult, like whether you want to be resuscitated, whether you want to be artificially kept alive with breathing machines and nutrition and hydration. Those are very difficult decisions, but the living will expresses those decisions so family members don't have to make them, because I can't imagine anything much worse than expecting a family member to make that final decision about when to pull a plug. I think that's a terribly difficult thing. The next document is a HIPAA waiver, and this is just like the one you fill out when you go to your doctor's office that says who they can share records with and talk to on your behalf. The difference is this is put in place for those emergency situations so that if a family member shows up to the hospital, a doctor can give them the status on what's going on with you. They're not in a position to make those decisions. That's still your healthcare power of attorney, but they are able to at least have a conversation with a doctor about your status. So all of that is included along with some good asset planning. So for some clients, we'll include beneficiary deeds for their house or Department of Transportation forms for their cars to pass those things. We'll talk to them about how to do powers of attorney at the bank and things like that, or just to leave things behind in a way that's easily managed. So all of that is included in a comprehensive estate plan in addition to the will and trust. I hope that answers the question. Again, the key things that are included: a financial power of attorney, healthcare power of attorney, living will, HIPAA waiver, and some asset planning. I'm Heidi Thompson, your legacy lifeguard with Lifeguarding Legacies, and you can reach me at 602-529-1827.